Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading, and we are doing some predictions for 2026. We are going to look at your love and romance or personal, your finances and career, and messages from your higher self, spirit guides, and see what we have here. Do take a look at the playlist description if you're curious about any of the decks I use. They are all listed there, and there is a lot. While you're there, also look for your sun, moon, or rising signs to see what additional messages are there for you. Remember, this two wanted to come out. Time and energy is fluid, not linear. All right, here we go. Let's see what's going on with you. Just a sneak peek for 2026. I'm getting so excited. I just have a feeling, and I've been saying this, that I feel like Sagittarius energy is going to permeate the year. I think it's just going to be a lucky year. All right, so this is your romance, love, partnerships. Let's see what's going on. A quick glance for 2026 for Taurus. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we have. Aha! Now, like some of the other readings, you can see how they kind of bleed together. Excuse me. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. That doesn't mean anything bad. You could just be more focused on your career right now than you are on romance, and that's fine. Excuse me. Still working on my morning voice here. All right, let's look, Taurus, at one money manifestation oracle card for you. All right, here we go. Oh, I had them upside down. Woo, you have a money jar. That's good. Dream home. Oh my gosh. When you are living your best life every day, your dream home is your actual home. Oh, that's so sweet. All right. Best life every day. That's about having gratitude as well. All right, let's see messages from Spirit, your higher self, spirit guides. What else do we need to know for Taurus for 2026? Ah, Primavera, she who begins, launch, actualize, and potential. You could be starting something new. There you go. Definitely feels like something new happening there. So we're going to do these vertical again. And we're going to put them all out on the table. All right, finances and career. Man, my throat. So sorry. All right, let's see what we have. Aha. Hey, look at that. Two of Cups coming out. It says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I think that's, confirmation there. We have the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. And the devil is in the details. Capricorn. All right. We'll see what that means here in a second. Oh, look at this. This flew out for you. Ace of Wands. Tidying up is what I just heard. Out with the old, in with the new. Cleaning up your space. Oh, now you have the Lovers. Look at that. Right in the center. And the Chariot. Woo! So we have Cancer and Gemini. All right. She who begins. Launch, actualize, and potential. I'm feeling that in this row too. Ah, 10 of Pentacles. Nice. Virgo energy. Leaving a legacy. All right, 2 came out. So we have 9 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. All right. Something is on your mind here. Yep. All right, let's see. Once we're going to clarify everything, and then we'll get right into this and see exactly what's going on here. We don't know if this is a troubling card yet, or this one. We'll see. All right. right. 8 of Cups on the 2. We have the Devil again, twice in this row. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn. All right, let's continue to clarify, and then we'll get into this. Wow. All right. Oh, Ace of Swords. Look at that. Ooh. We have the Moon. Oh, boy. And that's Pisces energy. Now we have the Knight of Wands. There's that Saggy energy right on top of that Chariot. That's good. That's lucky. All right. Clarify one more row here. 9 of Wands. There's that Saggy energy. Ace of Pentacles. You have 3 aces here. And the Sun. All right. Thank goodness. For me, when the Sun pops out, that makes this a good stuffs reading. It gives the whole reading clarity. And so let's start with this first row. You have the 2 of Cups. And this is coming out in your, your connections here. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And so what we're seeing here is definitely a soulmate connection. And I'm not feeling that you're necessarily walking away from this connection. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not feeling that. I feel like you're clearly deciding what you don't want in your life. I felt it over here with that Ace of Wands in your money section here, that if it's not speaking to you anymore, if it's not beneficial to you in some way, you're going to let it go. And I think that is in terms of, this could be relationships. It could be things, items. You're walking away from something with this eclipse energy of the 8 of Cups, more Pisces energy showing up. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling there. So I think you're making a decision here to maybe only keep the people that are very supportive to you and leave the rest. You are disappearing from those situations. You might be ignoring invitations and just not engaging with these people or these activities anymore. And it could be that you were spending a lot of time on this, but you weren't going anywhere. You weren't getting anywhere in your, in your career, because your relationships will affect your career and your potential. So I feel like there is a shift happening for you here, Taurus, with who you're willing to spend your precious time with, because time is money. So we have the Devil here twice on your finances and career. Excuse me. King of Swords is thinking about the bigger picture. Wisdom, clarity. And he can also cut things out as easily as the Queen. This is Aquarius energy. It's also very stable energy. So I think you're becoming more focused. We have the Chariot here, and the Ace of Swords is like a laser focus. It's connecting to your knowledge and wisdom, but not being scattered. I think there's a transition happening here, because the Devil, it's like that little, if you watch the Looney Tunes, you'd have the little angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. I think this is what's happening to you. This is almost like that angel energy telling you what you need to do to achieve your goals. But this is that thing you have to almost kind of ignore. This is your battle here, Taurus, is to not give in to this. I'm not saying you can't have fun, But this is the energy that it's a vampire. Whatever this could be, it could be a person, it could be persons, it could be activities that don't get you closer to your goal. Because every time you say yes to this distraction, you're saying no to your hopes and dreams and your what you want to accomplish in this life. So every yes to this is a no to this. Every yes to this sets this back. And I think what's happening here, I think this has been influencing choosing these things. If you choose to go party, if you choose to go party, or you're going on vacation, you're spending money, you're not saving. Yes, you're having a good time, but you can have a good time later. And so I get the feeling that this, like I said, is that angel devil on your shoulder. Because it's right here in the middle. It's on your mind. What do I do? But I'm seeing these two things overpower this. Because this is that walking away from connections. This is saying no to these invitations. No to spending too much money. No to people that are not supportive. We have that devil energy here again, but now it's being covered. It's being trumped by this Queen of Pentacles, this resources, focusing on your resources, your money. So I think you're making a choice here. This is coming up in your love and relationships. I think you're looking at people differently now. Are they a resource to you? Are they helping you move towards your goals, wishes, and dreams? Because if they're not, you are out of here. That's just not going to happen. You know, I think this you're kind of eclipsing this energy here by focusing on what you want to create and what you want to do. You're going to disappear. You're going to perform a like a magician act. They're going to wonder where you went. And this here is right in the middle. This here, making a choice with the Gemini energy. And I think you have to face your fears. And a lot of this, when you have a really big goal or dream, you do have to disappear. But you have to face your fears as well, especially if you're very social. This means you'll be spending more time alone or mostly alone in this unknown, in this darkness, kind of like a seed growing. I think you're choosing this path here. You're following your intuition because it's guiding you. It's pulling you in this direction. I don't think you could really say no to this because it feels like there's something you're wanting here. And you might be working from home. Okay. So I really feel this need to clear out the clutter here to help you focus. You need to have a special space, out with the old, in with the new. If you just carve out a little niche somewhere in your house where that is your spot, where it's conducive to you doing whatever it is you want to do, carve it out. There's that Ace of Swords. Make the space, make the time. This Ace of Swords, it's victory, but this is potential energy. It needs action. All of this wisdom, inspiration, it needs action. It needs a plan of attack here. And I think you have it. I think you have it. You're definitely making a choice here to have the right people around you, but also maintaining your focus, because that's what the Chariot is. You got to have a focus. You got to have a place where you're wanting to go. Otherwise, you're just wandering aimlessly. But we have two cards of action here. I love it. The Knight of Wands is ready to explore, ready to learn, ready to feel, and get out there. And so I think this is what's happening to you right now. A lot of focus, inspiration. I think you're divinely inspired right now to do something. And I think you're going to disappear from these people's lives, these situations and things that weren't building you up. You weren't really going anywhere over here. And that's why we have that she who begins. Launch, actualize potential, write it down. If you want to watch some motivational things to help you, I love Jim Rohn. Oh, fantastic. He's got one that's about focus. Watch that. So you have three aces here. You have a lot of potential energy coming around you. But you really need to focus on maybe one thing right now. Don't have your energy too scattered. Let's look at this one first. Because the 9 is being stuck in your own mind about something. And it could be about this Ace of Pentacles, but this will stop you. This will thwart. It won't let this opportunity happen. Instead of being worried about this opportunity, get excited. Do some Sagittarius inner alchemy here. Don't let this worry you. Be happy. That's what I would say. You know, and well, one thing could be happening here with this 9 of Swords. Excuse me. As some people, when they get a great idea and they're ready to get out there to do something, it's almost like a fury. They'll just go after it crazy and burn themselves out really quick. And when they don't see results as quickly as they want to, they'll give up on it. And so we don't want you to do that. We want you to pace yourselves. So if you're worried, scared about this opportunity that it's going to pass you by, or, you know, it's just not happening, what I would say is write it down. And instead of trying to eat an elephant in one bite, break whatever you're doing here into manageable pieces that you can accomplish every day. If you're wanting to write a book, don't expect to just sit down and write it in a week. You know, it takes months of writing every single day and discipline to finish a book, depending on how big it is and how much research you have to do. It could take a year, years. So give yourself time for this. Give yourself time and try to be excited about it instead of worried, because you're really overcoming something here. You're shedding this distraction. This can also be distraction here with that 9 of Swords. This is saying stay focused, eye on the prize here. Don't let yourself get unfocused. Let's go to this one next. The Queen of Wands follows her happiness. That's not happiness right there, right? Okay? We know that. But follow your happiness. And don't wait. Do not wait. Motivation follows action. So we have action here, and that's great. You just have to get started to build momentum. And the Queen of Wands says, do it now. This is your future self saying, just do it now. Learn as you go. Don't worry about making mistakes or anything like that, because that's what she learns as she goes. And that's what your guides, your higher self is trying to tell you. Just get started and follow your happiness. What is making you happy right now? I think you have clarity over it as well. That King of Swords energy is coming through. My throat chakra is really acting up this morning. So be honest with yourself about what makes you happy, and then follow it. And don't care what anybody else thinks about what you're doing. And I would even say keep it to yourself. You know, don't let people place the seed of doubt in your mind. I've made that mistake of trying to share my excitement with other people, and even though they don't really realize that they're being negative, they are. You know, they'll say something sideways or whatnot. Just keep it to yourself. You know, when you've completed whatever it is you want to do, then share it with people, because results speak way louder than words, Taurus, for sure. But the trick here is just to get started, because I think you know the potential this has, the potential that you have. You have the 10 of Pentacles crossed by the 9 of Wands. What does this mean? Well, you're going to learn a lot getting to this 10 of Pentacles. You might get beat up a little bit along the way. It may not be a completely smooth sailing. Nobody said it would be. But I'll tell you this. When you're on this path and you've got this focus and you're wanting to create something really long lasting, this is leaving a legacy. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. But the days that matter most are the ones that aren't good. The days where you don't feel like doing it, you don't want to wake up, but those are the days that you have to show up for your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. Those are the most important days. Now, if you have to miss a day because you have fever, you have to rest, okay, you can give yourself a break, a couple of days, but then get right back on the horse. You know, the Knight of Wands, the wounded warrior, is someone who's tough but optimistic and is willing to try just about anything in order to win. There's strategy here, bravery, all those things. All those things. So this is saying stay the course, even when it gets tough. Really stay the course. So it looks like you're going to be starting something new here. You might be disappearing from people's lives for a while you do it, and that is A-okay. That way you can focus on you. And that's not being selfish. This is just for a season, right? This is planting the seeds. Later on, because you have to nurture this, you have to grow it. You can't just plant it and walk away. This is going to take some time. Then you will have a harvest, and then you can, socialize a little bit. That's how I see it anyway. Happy, happy. I think this is going to make you very happy choosing to do this. A skunk spirit. Know your worth. Taurus, that is... Your self-worth is all wrapped up in your sign and the cards of the tarot. And if you're not following this happiness and something that you are really driven to do, I don't think you would really be happy. Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. There you go. And that starts with your home and your goals, your attainable, reachable goals. So I think you can do it. Acknowledge, take responsibility. That's this right here. Because if you're not taking steps towards the life that you want in your future, like actionable steps every day, it's not going to happen on its own. So this is saying take responsibility for what you want to accomplish and achieve. Camel, perseverance, and you will overcome problems. There you go. We have rat, someone working against you behind your back. That, like I said, those people, it's not that they don't like you or love you. They just don't have the same goals. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you. And I think you know it. And that's why you're doing this. This is why you're kind of disappearing for a while. For a little while. But I think you'll find that once you start this path, through all of this, you're going to change. You're going to be a different person. If you were to go back and revisit that, you're going to notice that you're not in the same vibration anymore. And it's not going to be fun anymore. So that could be a thing of the past there. you'll find new connections through this path. Okay, that's what I'm feeling, Taurus. So, wow, are you ready to disappear? Pull a Houdini kind of thing? Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. Okay, Taurus, that is your 2026 predictions. I guess throughout the year, let me know if this resonates with you. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, we will see you next time.